Hello everybody, Ken here, and welcome back to Dark Souls. Last time, we defeated the Gaping Dragon, and we got ourselves, we have a peek here, the key to Blighttown. There we go. A place of great pestilence. Even the polluted inhabitants of the depths are aware of its dangers, and built this mighty door in hopes that they could remain safely separated. So, the lowest of the low, those cast out from lower undead Berg to the depths, still felt the need to erect a barrier between themselves and Blighttown, and yet we're going to wander in willingly. Why are we going to do that? Well, as I refuse to block that chap, because we learnt from the undead chap, the kind of crestfallen fellow in Firelink Shrine, told us that the other key was, the other bell rather, was at the ruins at the base of Blighttown. So Blighttown is our next port of call. I wonder if that chap will see us and come over. I actually want to kind of bring one of these slimes down if we can. On the ceiling. Oh, we've attracted this chap's attention. I wonder if he'll bring the slimes over. Doesn't look like it, to be honest, but we'll give him a whack anyway. Come on, slimes. Just want one of you. Oh, they're not very eager, are they? Well, that's quite disappointing. I'm going to run all the way up because I know that will get their attention. There we go. The reason I wanted to do that is because I want to show off our combustion. So you remember with the axe, we were getting, 28 damage. And if we two-hand it, we can get a big 41 damage leap in. But our new combustion, bam, 148. New, bam, 148. One-shotting them. These guys aren't as resistant to magic as they are our solid steel axe. This is a great way to carve through these guys, and these guys are actually pretty helpful. They can drop some good upgrade materials, so you know, if you're looking to do some upgrades, then this can be a good place to come. And also in the depths, you remember, kind of right near the bonfire, we actually ran into like a group of big group of rats. So that's also quite a good place to go. Actually, how are we doing on levels? Can we grab another level? I can't remember what we're at. Oh, we can. Fantastic. Let's grab a level in something. What should we grab it in? Point in endurance. Why not? Why not get it in endurance? Okay. So that can be a good place to come if you're looking to do some leveling, and maybe we'll come back. And the rats, the group of rats, is the other thing I was going to say, is that's a good place to get humanity, because you'll remember some rats will drop humanity when they're killed. So you can go there and farm for humanity if you're feeling a little bit short. Right, anyway, we've got places to be. Now I believe we want to go down here, and you remember we slid down that little waterway and came out here. And this is where we found the entrance to Blighttown. I kind of don't want to fight all this stuff because I want to conserve my bits and bobs. We can have a quick chat to Donald of Zena, see if he has anything to say, but I don't know if he will. Anything to say there?
Hi, Shaman. We meet again. I'm afraid I don't see anything here.
No. Okay, not today.
It's a shame, but no matter. No, not to worry. Come back again. I'm always available. Not every train was meant to be.
He's a bit disappointed that we didn't buy anything from him. But, there we go. Aha! New tricks up our sleeve. So yes, we got everything done. We defeated the Gaping Dragon, and now the Blighttown key. Well, we've opened the barrier. Sorry everyone in Blighttown. I've opened the gate, and it's a little bit dark and dank down there, doesn't it? Now we know it's a bit poisonous down there, so we better equip our poison not poison gear necessarily, but include our purple moss clump and our blooming purple moss clump. And you remember this one also reduces toxin. So if we get toxined, then we've got that blooming one. Otherwise, we've got the regular poison one. Hopefully, will not get poisoned at all. Remember also, our spider shield has good poison resist. We have a little peek at it before we drop down. Resistance to poison. Fantastic. So that'll probably come in quite handily for us. But we'll head all the way down. You notice this ladder kind of becomes a bit wooden. And here we go. Very rickety, very sort of makeshift. Try jumping off. It's not got a good rating, to be honest. I'm going to say I don't believe that chap. Oh, hello. There's a big fellow with a club. I'm a little bit scared of him, to be honest. Hello, sir. Oh, we got him. With the parry. So the nice thing about this chap is his attacks are quite... well, that one a little bit less so, but his first attack was quite... there we go. They're quite slow and predictable. The only problem is... oof. They do poison damage as well, so you do have to be careful of that. Oh, and I'm dead. What do I get for trying to parry? Well, not a good start, really. I got too eager. But, not to worry. We'll dash back. We kind of don't need to worry about most of these chaps. We'll maybe take this one fella out. When we're not milling around so much, it'll be pretty quick to get back there. You can really dash through Dark Souls if you know where you're going, and we know where we're going, so let's not dilly-dally around. We've got our gear, we've got our equipment, we've spoken to Donald. He's content. He doesn't seem to be too fussed about the slimes. But clearly this Blighttown place, quite dangerous. Admittedly, we were going for the parries, and it's a little bit of a risky way to operate, but honestly, I think on this bridge it might be the best way to go. There we go, we've recovered our lost power. Now let's deal with this chap. There we go. Also, notice we weren't on, we were on slanted ground, and that's actually a little bit more difficult to riposte on. So you do have to be careful of that. Looks like there's some more chaps up there, so we'll have to finish this guy off ASAP. Oh, we actually just take him out. Not going to mess around too much. And a dung pie. Okay. Let's have a little look at that. See if we can find it. Where are you there? Dung pie. Turns enemy toxic but also affects player. Although the stench makes it difficult to carry on one's person, turning an enemy toxic inflicts high damage over a period of time. Well, let's keep this poop in our pocket then, I suppose. Seems like maybe it will come in handy. Here sneaks this guy. Up he comes. Oh, hello. Come on, sir. Oh, I was too late on that one. You notice it didn't knock us down, but it did deal a little bit of damage to us, even though we were blocking it, because it came in from above and kind of crushed onto us. Oh man, my attack's not on point. Let's just backstab him. Not mess around. I'm a busy man. He's not happy, but that's what he gets. There we go, cut him down in his prime. And another dung pie. Not quite sure why these guys are dropping their dung pies, but dropping their dung pies they are in fact doing. So a little bit disgusting to think about, but never mind. Oh, he's got a double swing there. Wasn't expecting that, sir. Oh, and there's the parry. I wanted to two-hand that because you can two-hand into a riposte and do more damage, but it's actually a little bit difficult to pull off. So I just blocked that second one. Better to be safe than sorry, eh? There we go, and finish him off. Nice and simple. There's some weird looking fellows over there, that's for sure. No dung pie from this chap. But we'll make our way onwards. Oof. Oh no! The grab! Oh, and he's chomping down on us. Don't like him at all. Oh no, we've been chain grabbed. I don't like this one bit. Let's get away from them. Okay, easy does it. There we go. Opportune moment to heal up quickly. And then we've cut them down. Oh, that last guy's not dead. Oof. A little bit nasty, these chaps, aren't they? But not to worry. We'll forge ahead. I think there was one more, but maybe maybe he got too excited and fell off the edge. Oh, you see this chap over here on the right? You just make him out. He's spitting darts just above that guy climbing up. I don't much fancy him. Hello, sir. He's got like a carcass in his hands. That's a bit macabre. Thankfully, he's fairly susceptible to the old backstab. There we go. We've taken him down. Thankfully, also, we're protected from this dart spitter. At least for now. Oh, there we go. We can get round to him. Oh, and see, there you go. The resistance to poison working out well for us. And we've taken him out. And he's dropped some purple moss clumps, which is pretty handy. Because if I know anything about people who shoot darts, they tend to deal poison damage. Oh, gosh. I heard that guy come in, and it terrified the bejeebus out of me. Good positional sound design. It's very, very good games to wear headphones for. Oh, hello, sir. Oh, gosh, he wasn't the one I'd been already fighting. I figured the one I'd been fighting would have been the one that climbed up the ladder. But, I guess not. I don't know what happened to him. Should we pop down and have a look? Oh, maybe he died from the fall. It was quite a long drop. That would make sense. So that's the grab attack, I believe. You do have to watch out for that one. Can be quite dangerous. Okay, and we've gotten him down. Let's see what's over here. Looks like a delicious prize. Soul of a proud knight. Well, the pride didn't save him there. So, important to remember, doesn't matter how good you think you are, or how confident you are in your talents. Blighttown seems like a dangerous place to hang out. But Cassandra isn't just prideful. She's wary, but she's competent as well. Looks like we maybe could hop over there, but I don't really fancy it, to be honest. We'll keep wandering our way through these sort of makeshift tunnels. Oh, there's a little path across here. Whoa. Hello. Crikey, I don't much fancy that. Got to be very cautious. There's enemies everywhere here. And you'll notice there's all these ladders around as well, so they can kind of come from any direction. So you have to keep your wits about you. Such is the way of Blighttown, I suppose. And there's an item down there. And a bridge across there. All very exciting. But looks like a lot of just sort of drops into nothingness. But let's keep wandering this way, I suppose, and see where the path takes us. Now there's a ladder there, and then over here, shortcut ahead. Oh, I see. So we can kind of drop down here. Not sure how helpful that is, to be honest, but there we are. Oh, we got an item. We got the shadow mask. Now be careful here, because there is a ladder, and someone might come up on us. So we do have to be a bit cautious, but I want to take a peek at that shadow gear. From the Eastern Land, designed so as not to hinder their unique form of martial arts. While it sacrifices defense for the sake of greater mobility, it does offer resistance to bleeding and poison, perhaps due to the nature of espionage. So perhaps that might be a good thing to slap on. Now we're at 22.3 and we're fast rolling, I think, with that. So we could slap it on maybe. The shadow gear, I think that was the name of it. Yes, it was. Shadow gear. Let's take a look at the actual stats on it compared to what we have on. Display. Oh, here we go. Poison resist. So our poison resist is going up from 12 to 28, and it's actually a little bit lighter. It's not quite as good physically though, but it's not much different. So maybe we'd be better off with it. Get a little bit of poison resist going on. Can we wear the mask and also get away with a fast roll still? Oh, we can. Look at that. Looking stylish, Cassandra. Even though you're hollow again because we died to that one chap. Okay, what's down here? Is this the way we want to go? Or do we want to go over here? I'm not sure if there's actually anything this way. Oh, crikey, that's not a good camera angle for anything. No, it looks like that's pretty much a dead stop. So let's keep meandering over here. Oh, there's a secret area. We drop down here. Yes, I thought as much. Another cheeky soul of a proud knight. Do still have to be careful about where we're at though. This chap going to climb up to us? Or he's coming round, it looks like. Not quite sure where to. I'd love to grab this item, but I'm very wary about that man coming round. And he came all the way around from there, so there must be a path around somehow. I wonder if he came the way we did and we missed another path down. Because I know there are some other paths around here. We've taken one of sort of several possible routes. This maybe isn't the cleanest one either, but it's, you know, I kind of just wanted to go whichever way things took us, because that's the way you do it in your first playthrough anyway. And it looks like we can dash across there. And we've run into these little fire dogs. Get off. And there we go, we've taken them down. And here, a bonfire. Ah. Our first bonfire in Blighttown. Fantastic. No, not enough souls to level up, but not to worry. So, can we take a look and see where we are? You see this big wall here? So we're right on the edge. And there's this huge tree which actually goes pretty much, I believe, all the way up into where the Firelink Shrine is at. So we kind of want to keep heading down this way, and you'll see we go out here, and this is presumably the swamp down the bottom. And you can see here, this tree goes all the way down to the bottom, and this is like one of the great trees, and we'll come across that later. But for now, it's a good one to think about. Bonfire ahead. Well, we've kind of gone past it. You could actually come this way. So maybe we'll take a peek and see what our options were here. We could have gone down this ladder for a start. Is an interesting way to go. And we've drawn these guys' attention, so we'll wait for them up the top rather than trying to meet them halfway. Maybe we can get in some cheeky attacks on them. There we go. The patient one comes away the victor. So what does this lead to? Well, this kind of weird, dark underground path leading across sort of a horrible narrow bridge that I don't really fancy taking, to be honest. So this is one path we could go down. Although I think that might be a path forward rather than a path to get here. Because I don't think, I think that's the way you want to go afterwards. And also, I don't like the look of that bridge, to be honest. But let's have a poke around and see what else we can find. Well, just over here, where we came down, there's actually another ladder, it looks like. Yes, here we go. Those dogs are around, but last time I checked, dogs couldn't climb ladders, so hopefully we'll be okay. The chap here in a pot. They don't much careful. Uh-oh, they're going for the grabs. Got to be careful of that. And the backstab. Finish him off. Safe zone ahead. Okay, well I suppose this is where we drop down, so that kind of is a safe zone of sorts. But just across here, another item. Another large soul. Hello, sir. Oh, he hit me despite having Oh, I hit him out of the grab. That's probably for the best. Oh, that chap's coming behind us. Want to be careful of that. Oh no, he got me with the grab. Don't kill me, sir. Heal up. Oh, crikey. So you see what I mean about the numbers game getting to you if you're not careful. Gotta watch my stamina. There we go. Not too dangerous. But you can see how someone might get overwhelmed if they were a little unfamiliar with things. So what about up here? Where does this leave us? Okay, well this place looks familiar. You remember where we were here? We took this shortcut. It was actually not necessarily much of a shortcut, to be honest. So when we came down here, there was actually one other way we could have gone. There's an item down there, and it looks like we could kind of get across there. But we'd have to be a little bit bold about it. You feeling bold? I'm feeling a little bit bold. Have a go, Cassandra. And there we go. The Yaito. Take a peek at it. Where will it be? Probably up here. Here we go. Katana. Forged in an eastern land. The katana is drawn from the scabbard at lightning speed using a yaijutsu technique. Yaijutsu allows the wielder to charge forward and swiftly cut down distant foes. Very popular weapon. I know a lot of people like their katanas. And see, once you're here, you can quite easily drop down and you're back at the bonfire. No harm done. So there we go. Okay, so now we've got our bearings. We need to go downwards. But for now, it seems like really the only way to go is forwards here. Now, we did see that one rickety path. I didn't fancy the look of that, to be honest. So I'm going to try going over towards where these dogs were at. And see what's going on over there. Oh, hello, sir. Now, we do have to be careful. Those dogs are behind us. And quite frankly, I don't want to get caught up on them. Oh, they're breathing fire. Sometimes the smallest enemies can be the most dangerous, although I think that other one just leapt off the cliff, so, you know. Enemies are capable of making the same silly mistakes we do, and you see, up there, another chap firing dangerous darts at us. Oh, and I hear more attackers coming in, so got to be cautious here. Extra cautious. Oh, and we've been hit by a dart, and you see that black toxin symbol. We really don't want to get caught out by that. So let's hopefully get out of his range. And oh, crikey, where did you come from, sir? Well, you know, like I said, these guys can kind of come from all over the shop, so you do have to be very cautious of them. But we've dealt with him. Now, ideally, we'd like to deal with that toxin chap. Because the toxin people don't respawn. There's a little bit of, I guess, kind of background knowledge. Not really background knowledge. Oh, look at this tentacle fellow over here. Crikey. He's a bit of a monstrosity. I hear people running around, and I'm very cautious about it. Because I'm well aware that they could be coming up to meet us. I think they're actually down below, if I had to guess. So let's take a walk over here, because I can see a ladder. Here it is. There's a nice safe way to get down. Is there much down here that's particularly safe for us? Not really. I mean, nowhere's particularly safe in Blighttown, is it? At least not from what we've ascertained so far. I'd quite like to get over to those chaps. Oh, and here's a ladder here. So you see this chap going to come up to us. And there's another chap behind. Oh, we locked onto someone below, which is interesting. Oh, the two-hander actually does enough damage to clear him out pretty quickly. Take that, soul of a proud knight. And see, there's a ladder down here we could use. There's a ladder over here we could use. Plenty of options for us. And remember, this toxin guy's up here. So it looks like there's a ladder over there that we can take to get to him. So let's pop down here. And hopefully we can nip across. And get up to this chap. Now, they were pretty fragile, the other one we met, so usually enemies in Dark Souls are all pretty much the same strength each time you meet them. So we should be good to just boff this guy off, to be honest. There we go. We get some purple moss clumps for our trouble. Not much else up here, but it's good to take them out if you can. In fact, I say there's not much else up here, but there's a path. There it goes. Ooh. It's exciting. Oh, and there's a chap up here. He's running away. No, he's coming back. Had me fooled, sir. Come on, then. Ah, eat some of my axe, sir. Fantastic. Take a little peek over here. See where this leads. Down, down, down we go. And look where we are. Looks like we're behind that bizarre thing. Quite sure what to make of it, to be honest. Oh, we did some damage. You can see the health bar comes quite high up, but 62 damage. Oh, we got a purple moss clump, which presumably means one of those poor chaps fell off the thing. I wonder how much that did. 135. Okay, so we're kind of in better straits just hitting him with the axe. I don't want to stick around near him too long. But crikey, whatever it was, it is no more. And in its place we find pyromancy, power within. It's not a particularly safe place to hang out, but let's take a look at it. Pyromancy of Carmina, who harness the power of flame to actualize the inner self. Short strength endurance boost, but lose HP. Excessive power eats away the life force of its caster, and like all dangerous spells, power within was kept secret for eons. Crikey, that sounds very dangerous, but also quite potent. So it's going to let us sort of increase our attack power, but it will drain our health while we're using it. And down here, well, hello, sir. We've seen your type before. Oh, but he's brought a friend this time. Oof. Got to be cautious of that. Not standing for your nonsense, sir. It's a little bit dangerous with two of them there. The fast and the slow. They're kind of a dangerous pairing to face up against. But we made it out okay. fatty ahead. I suppose that makes sense if you come the other way, but I wonder if there's one down here. See where we end up. Through the fog gate. But no boss. The fog gate doesn't always mean a boss in Dark Souls. Sometimes it's just like a symbol of a little checkpoint. Try attacking. Nope. Not today. Here, there's a ladder down, and it goes all the way down there. But I wanted to just come back over here because I saw something else. There's an item. I don't know if you can make it out. There's an item just down here. Actually, you might be able to see it better like this. There we go. And I kind of want to see if I can grab that. Oof. There we go. The whip. Take a look at the whip. I wonder where that'll show up. Probably near the bottom. There we go. Whip. Leather whip. Not intended for battle. Virtually ineffective against armor and tough scales, but it's quite formidable against enemies with exposed skin. That sounds about right, to be honest. No one likes to get whipped. Well, that's maybe not true. But your average person doesn't take too well to it, at least. And this brings us out here. This person says, praise the sun. There is stuff down there, but it looks like a little bit too far of a drop, and the chaps that have been down there don't seem to have, you know, come out too favourably. And here you'll see we came at the bottom of this ladder. And that's just the ladder up to where we were a minute ago. We can actually go up there if you fancy. Take a little peek, but you'll see when we get halfway up, it's the first of those two ladders, and there's that here sign that we just saw. Because there is an item there, but sadly, we can't get to it because it's on another part of Blighttown. However, it looks like we're getting pretty close to the swamp. And the swamp's kind of where we want to be at. However, some new enemies lie ahead. Chaos bugs. These weird, possibly former human, kind of fire-breathing things. A little bit scary, to be honest. Look at that. Oh, terrifying. Real weird monstrosities, to be honest, but we fear no one. Well, we fear no one, but we're cautious. That's probably the best way to put it. Because you do want to fear. Oh, so you don't want to fear, but you do want to be careful in Dark Souls. You know, there's a fine line between bravery and stupidity. We've got to make sure we fall on the right side of that line. Oh, we're getting toxined. Oh, I see him over there. Can you see him? Well, we do have our purple moss clumps, or our blooming purple moss clumps. And we can drop down here, and we should be sort of semi-safe. But we're going to have to dash across to that chap ASAP. Thankfully, our poison resist shield will put us in good stead. And we can take him out. Grab this purple moss clump. And a wanderer gear. And a falchion. Take a peek. I realise I say take a peek all the time, but I quite like saying it, so I'm going to keep doing it. Coat of an aimless traveller, made from sturdy leather and quilting. And I've stopped because some mosquitoes here. And I don't want to take any hits from them. So, right, where were we? Interrupting me. Oh, no. Here we go. Battle comes with the territory where one wanders the land, and this coat provides a certain degree of protection. We also got the falchion. Here we go. Small curved sword. Each hit inflicts little damage, but fluid chain attacks are deadly. The falchion's sharp slashing attacks are effective against cloth and flesh, but not against metal armor or tough scales. Okay. And, well, we see more mosquitoes down below, more chaos bugs. Crikey, this place is not the most pleasant I've ever seen. And we only have one Estus flask, so we do have to be on the cautious side, shall we say. But also, we should progress fairly quickly if possible, so as to avoid, you know, avoid... The longer we take in an area, the more trouble we're going to have. And you see this mosquito dealing a little bit of damage, but also dealing some poison. So I kind of just want to get away from the mosquitoes, to be honest. Let's heal up, because if we get poisoned, that won't do us any good. But, oh, there's a chaos bug following us. Oh, there's multiple. Crikey. Things have taken a turn for the deadly. But, we're pretty advanced. We're pretty competent. Competent but cautious, which is a good mix, I think. Take out these chaos bugs if possible. The mosquitoes are an annoyance, but they shouldn't be too dangerous. Oh, this area though is inflicting poison on us, so we have to be careful to stay out of the water, because that could be quite dangerous. So we've made it to the swamp at the base of Blighttown. Have a look around and see what our options are. Let's get back over here where the bugs were. Can we go down this way? Let's try over here. This looks a little bit more palatable, to be honest. Oh, a archway and a bonfire. Oh, perfect timing. Couldn't have asked for a better one, to be honest. And there we are. That's Blighttown, basically. Now we're in the swamp. Not the Great Swamp, I should say. Just a tiny swamp. The Great Swamp does come up a few times. We've already heard it mentioned once, I think. But it's not this. The Great Swamp's in another land. This is just a little swamp at the base of Blighttown. And you'll see when we have a look round, it's not actually that big. But we're close to the second beckoning bell. Because the warrior told us that it was in the ruins at the base of Blighttown. And so there we go. Another successful adventure. And we're going to leave it at that for today. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, be sure to bop that like button and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more from me. Or, you know, just come back whenever and there'll be plenty of other games. Dark Souls and others as well, of course. So until next time, where we'll go and explore this swamp, I've been Ken. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers! Hey!